Hey, what's happening, guys? Good evening, and welcome to another episode of the MMA Breakdowns channel. I am your host and fearless leader, Mr. JJM. We are back again. UFC Fight Night happening this weekend. Tatsuro Taira versus Brandon Royval as the main event. We will be talking about each of the matchups, method of victories, betting odds, etc., etc., etc. Of course, quick disclaimer before we start. The show is for strict entertainment purposes and should not be viewed as financial or betting advice. If you are gonna bet, please do your own research and bet responsibly. And without further ado, let's get into the first picks. First fight of the night, we have Clayton Carpenter versus Lucas Rocha. I'm picking Clayton Carpenter. I just see him being better in terms of boxing and wrestling. With Rocha, he's definitely good on the feet and he has the BJJ threat. But Clayton Carpenter, 7-0, undefeated, um, got some good finishes as well. I just see him taking down Rocha. Rocha doesn't have that good of a takedown defense. So I think Clayton Carpenter is going to basically give a pressure style, and I see him edging out a close decision. Odds for the fight: Clayton Carpenter minus 115, Lucas Rocha plus 150. Give me Clayton Carpenter and give me by decision. Next fight on the card, we have Dan Argueta versus Cody Haddon. I'm picking Dan Argueta. Now, Cody Haddon is a Australian New Zealand prospect. Basically, he's 7-1. Good wrestling, great finishes, good knockout power. But I'm not buying the hype train just because of that. Dan Argueta is very good on the feet. Apart from his last two fights where he had two brutal no contests, which he was winning. One was because of an early stoppage, and one because his opponent was being a bitch. I see Dan Argueta pushing the pace in terms on the feet. Good boxer as well. And of course, he's the better wrestler of the two. I see him taking down Cody Haddon and putting him in bad spots and eking out a close decision. Might be a split. So for that official pick, give me Dan Argueta and by decision. Odds for the fight: Dan Argueta plus 125, Cody Haddon minus 220. So I'm picking the underdog. I'm picking Dan Argueta, and the official call is by decision. Next fight on the card, we have Chris Barnett versus Junior Tafa. I'm picking Chris Barnett. Junior Tafa is a bum. In his last fight, he verbally tapped to Walter Walker and then got angry when the ref stopped the fight. He has power, but apart from that, he has very low fight IQ. Not that good on the feet. I mean, this guy, once you beat his legs up, he's pretty much gonna fucking quit. Chris Barnett, very fat, slobby heavyweight, but athletic as fuck. Good skills, good boxing, good movement for a big guy as big as he is. And I just see this fight as a no bet, but I just see Chris Barnett piecing him up on the feet and knocking him the fuck out, which I hope is what happens here. So I'm picking Chris Barnett, and the official call is going to be KO. Odds for the fight: Junior Tafa minus 150, Chris Barnett plus 200. Give me Chris Barnett, give me the underdog, and give me by brutal old fashioned KO. Next fight on the card, we have Nico Price versus Temba Gorimbo. I'm picking Temba Gorimbo. Nico Price is a brawler, and in his last fight, he beat up what's this guy's name? But I believe it was Alex Morono, and Morono is trash. Nico Price has good power and he's chaotic and reckless, but against Temba Gorimbo, Temba is going to come in with a game plan. He has power, good boxing, good fundamentals, definitely the better wrestler of the two. And I see Nico overextending on his punches, getting taken down, and Temba beating the fuck out of him. And on the feet, I see Temba knocking him out as well with that mad power. So official pick, give me Temba Gorimbo, and I'm gonna call it by finish because Temba has good submission as well. But you know what? Fuck it, Temba by knockout. Official picks for the fight. Odds of the fight: Nico Price plus 200, Temba Gorimbo minus 150. Give me Temba Gorimbo and give me by knockout. Next fight on the card, we have Jonathan Pierce versus Pat Sabatini. I'm picking Jonathan Pierce. I know everyone might be saying you're batshit crazy. Jonathan Pierce is good. In his last fight out, he gave hell to what's his name? Oh shit. I just had it here, and now the app is not opening. Anyhow, fuck it. He lost to Joannison Brito, and in his last fight out, it was a pretty close decision loss. And I see him bullying Pat Sabatini. He has the better wrestling, better striking for sure. But Pat Sabatini, man, a BJJ wizard, and submission is his game. Jonathan Pierce not bad in the BJJ himself, but once he defends the submission attempts, I see him pushing a pace and cruising to unanimous decision against Pat Sabatini. Looking at odds for this fight, Jonathan Pierce minus 115, Pat Sabatini plus 100. So it's pretty much a pick'em's line. And I think Jonathan Pierce is going to get it done, man. Official call is by decision. So Jonathan Pierce by decision. Next fight on the card, flyweights going at it. We have CJ Vergara versus Ramazbek Temirov. I swear that the UFC does not like Vergara because I watched tape on Temirov. Temirov now coming into the UFC. He's been a killer outside of the UFC. I think he's on like a 10 fight win streak. All finishes right now. He's from the Kazakh region, so definitely a good wrestler. Good kickboxing as well on the feet. Mad power. He has a couple of KOs and submission. CJ Vergara, man, I don't think he's good anywhere. He's not that physically strong. But he does have good BJJ and, kind of touchy on the feet. But tomorrow, from what I'm seeing and from the tape that I was able to find on him, he's a beast, man. I see him touching up Viguera, and he can even knock him out. So give me Razabek Timarov by finish. I don't know which one. I'm just going to say finish. Also the fight, CJ Vergara plus 150. Timarov minus 100. So pretty much Timarov is a favorite coming in and he's new to the UFC. Give me Timarov and give me by finish. Next fight on the card, we have Chidi Njokuani versus Jared Gooden. I'm picking Chidi Bang Bang to get it done. Jared Gooden beat the fuck out of Wellington Turman in his last fight out. He was losing, he got cracked, and he came back to score the submission victory against a dangerous BJJ ace. With Njokuani, we know what we get. Good power puncher, good boxing, great stand-up on the feet, and I see him pressing Gooden. Good takedowns as well from Chidi Bang Bang. This might be more of a scrap because he likes to finish it on the feet. I don't see Gooden having the power to keep Chidi off him, and Chidi can even finish him. But I see this fight going full distance, and I think Chidi Njokuani is going to get the decision. Looking at odds for the fight, Chidi Bang Bang minus 115, Jared Gooden plus 250. Give me Chidi Bang Bang and give me by decision. Next fight on the card, we have Josh Fremd versus Abdul Razak Al Hassan. I'm picking Abdul Al Razak Hassan to get a KO over Josh Fremd. Fremd looked horrible against Petrowski, but Petrowski pretty much took him down and wrestle fucked him to a decision. With Al Razak, he was beating the fuck out of Cody Brundage when Cody Brundage took the bitch way out. Again, Cody Brundage is a real asshole. He's tending to do that. He was beating him up, man. And the power is too much. I see Josh Fremd, although he's a good striker, doesn't have the power to keep Razak Al Hassan off of him, basically. And I think Al Hassan is going to beat him up, touch him up on the feet, and KO him. So give me Razak Al Hassan and give me by KO TKO. Also the fight, Josh Fremd plus 200, Al Hassan minus 125 favorite. Give me Al Hassan and give me by KO. Next fight on the card, we have Daniel Rodriguez versus Alex Morono. I'm picking Daniel Rodriguez. Now, for the past couple of fights, I picked D-Rod. D-Rod has been losing, but Alex Morono, man, I picked him in his last fight against Nico Price, and he looked absolute shit. He gasses out at the end of the second round and ended up losing a split decision to Nico Price. Now, D-Rod is not going to give him that option. D-Rod is going to knock him the fuck out if he even sneezes too hard. So, for that, I'm picking Daniel Rodriguez to get it done against a mediocre Alex Morono. Looking at odds for the fight, D-Rod plus 150, Alex Morono minus 115. Give me D-Rod and give me by KO TKO. Next fight on the card, we have ladies going at it. We have Corey McKenna versus Julia Pilastri. I'm picking Julia Pilastri. Corey McKenna has a very low fight IQ. She ran into Jacqueline Amorim's armbar, which was very stupid. Pilastri in her last fight out, she lost to this girl. What's her name? Oh fuck, her name was just on my tongue. But Josephine Knudsen. Yes, that's the name. Pilastri looked very good and she lost a narrow split decision. She has good striking, good kickboxing, and good takedown defense. Plus, she has some counter wrestling of her own. I see her bullying Corey McKenna and eking out a close, razor-thin split decision. Odds for the fight, Corey McKenna plus 125, Julia Pilastri minus 105. Give me Julia Pilastri, give me by decision. Next fight on the card, we have Grant Dawson versus Rafa Garcia. I'm picking Grant Dawson. With Rafa Garcia, we know what you're going to get. Good leg kicks, power striking, and he's not going to attempt takedowns that much. He's going to more try to stand and bang. With Grant Dawson, we definitely know what we're going to get. Cool boxing, pressure wrestling. He's strong, man, very strong. I see him landing takedowns and bullying Rafa Garcia, and the submission threat, BJJ Ace, of course, always there. So I see Grant Dawson pushing a pace on Rafa Garcia and definitely taking a unanimous decision, or he can finish it by submission. Odds for the fight, Grant Dawson minus 200, Rafa Garcia plus 150. Give me Grant Dawson, and official call is decision. Next fight on the card, it's our co-main event of the evening. We have Brad Tavares versus Jung Young Park. I'm picking Jung Young Park to beat Brad Tavares. Tavares is durable, has good boxing, but he doesn't have that much power. Iron Turtle, man, has good boxing, great power, great submission game. He lost his last fight out against a Savage. But I see him bouncing back here with the Brad Tavares fight. The takedowns are there. The submission threat is there. The boxing and the power. He can even knock out Tavares, although Tavares has shown a good chin. So for that, give me Jung Young Park, Iron Turtle, and give me by official call, submission. Odds for the fight, Brad Tavares plus 250, Jung Young Park minus 200. Give me Jung Young Park and give me by submission. Next fight on the card, it's our main event of the evening. We have flyweights going at it. Brandon Royval versus Tatsuro Taira. Guys, of course, if you have not subscribed to the channel and you fuck with the content, hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, like and comment down below. I'm picking Tatsuro Taira. Brandon Royval is a BJJ wizard. Good boxing, tough as hell. Eked out a close decision against Marino in the last one out, but Marino wasn't himself. Tatsuro Taira is a young savage. Great kickboxing, always looking for the finish. Power, wrestling, D Shore is going to rival Royval. Submission threat, just like Royval, or even better. And after this win, I see him one more win, I think, against Albazi. They might put him up against Amir Albazi if Albazi beats Moreno. And the winner of that fights for the title. But then we have Kaya Sakura coming in as well. So we'll see how that get, for the new year in 2025. But I think Tatsuro Taira is going to take this here, eke out a finish, either by sub or TKO. Odds for the fight, Royval plus 200, Tatsuro Taira minus 150. Give me Tatsuro Taira and give me by finish. So there you have it, guys. Those are my official picks for UFC Fight Night Royval versus Taira. Let me know what you guys think about my picks down in the comment down below. If you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, like, and of course comment. But this is it, and this is your boy saying peace.